Chapter 27, The Secret Lover of the Crown Prince of the Underworld 01. Diana was woken up in the middle of the night by a pain. She got up and groped to turn on the bedside lamp switch. After her eyes adjusted to the light, she lifted up the hem of her nightgown. This body's skin was fair and supple, her abdominal muscles and mermaid lines were all complete. She herself felt that she was beautiful. Only the waist was wrapped in a bandage, revealing faint blood stains. 2333, give me the hemostatic pills from before. She turned to 2333 and said. The next second, a bottle of hemostatic pills appeared in her hand. This bottle only had 2 pills, but it cost her 20 points. She took one pill and swallowed it, then opened the bandage. Only to see a deep knife wound on her waist, probably not treated well, it had already cracked a bit. She crushed another pill and applied it, then carefully wrapped it with bandages. At this time, 2333 had already teleported the plot of this world to her. After she finished reading it, she only wanted to give a review that it was really nonsense. Her current body's original name was Seven Doris, a name that was really not worth paying attention to, because she was just a bodyguard of the Blood Wolf Organization's Crown Prince Adam Stephen. She has been by Adam's side since she was young, loyal, and devoted, shielding him from the sword. He also trusted her very much, often entrusting her with important secret tasks. The two of them were master and servant, and companions. But trusting subordinates is ultimately subordinates, no matter what, they can't compare to the person he has been pursuing for a long time. He fell in love with a girl named Linda Alva. She was smart and beautiful, a student at Z University, a famous figure in the school. Adam transferred to Z University, fell in love with her at first sight, and then relentlessly pursued her. But he knew that Linda was impossible for his father to agree to marry into his family. It's just that he has never been worried or afraid, so he left the matter of his father's investigation and supervision of him to Seven to handle. Seven was loyal to him, and loved him. Of course she listened to what he said. She not only stopped his father from finding out for him, but also prevented many dissatisfied people in the organization from trying to kill him. But even so, Adam became more and more distant from her. Even after his father died, when the organization rebelled, he took advantage of her younger brother, causing him to die in an explosion without a trace. She couldn't let go of the years of passionate love in her heart and couldn't forgive him, so she made a request to leave. But the night before leaving, she was assassinated, because she knew too many of his secrets. The time Diana transmigrated, it was the day before Adam transferred to Z University. As a bodyguard she naturally came to follow him. This time's mission was more difficult than the last time. Diana looked at 2333, check the distribution of power of the Blood Wolf Organization for me. The mission also required to prevent the male lead from inheriting the Blood Wolf Organization. In fact, it can also be used as a kind of reminder. A year later, Old Master Stephen will die in an air accident. Then Adam is only 20 years old as the next generation leader, naturally unable to convince them. Moreover, the organization's interest disputes have long been more serious, but Old Master Stephen has built up influence for a long time. I'll only dare to draw the bow but not shoot. Wait for him to die. Adam, this crown prince who has not deeply penetrated the organization's things, will not make those old masters feel threatened at all. It's just that they didn't think that by Adam's side there are still a bunch of organization members created by his father for him, each with outstanding abilities, in the end risking their lives to suffer, making Adam finally step on countless fresh blood to inherit the Blood Wolf. But at this moment, his most loyal subordinates have changed personally, and his path to leadership will not be as easy as the original plot. Chapter 28, The Secret Lover of the Crown Prince of the Underworld 02. Early the next morning, Diana got out of bed. Standing in front of the large mirror on the floor, she almost wished she could pounce on the beauty in the mirror. Host, you are awake, 2333 helplessly reminded. The host's bad habit of loving beauty seemed to be getting more and more serious. She wiped her nose, and said in a low voice, "What do you know? This body is really too perfect?" 176 tall and thin figure. The 5 senses are as beautiful as spring flowers. The fair and transparent skin does not have a soft appearance, but is filled with wild charm. Especially this figure. She lowered her head to look. This chest has a D cup, even a girl like her can't hold it, let alone a man. Thinking about to hide her chest, her heart is extremely heavy. Host, you don't need to pretend to be a man. I don't want to dress up as a man, just put on some neutral makeup to reduce the hostility towards me from the female lead. She explained while using 5 points to exchange the chest tie system's clothes, not only more practical but also more comfortable. Holding a pair of scissors, she immediately cut off the waist-length curly hair, then carefully trimmed a short hair that suited her face shape. In a moment, a beautiful and charming elder sister turned into a handsome and refreshing young man. She was quite satisfied with her own skills. When she left the room, the servants in the Stephen family were all stunned, then realized that this pale smiling young master was actually the usually cold young lady 7 Stephen. Host, pay attention, no need to OOC. 2333 reminded from the side. She secretly stuck out her tongue, probably because she liked her current body too much, but she was a bit unable to control her own expression. Standing in front of the male lead's room, she adjusted her facial expression a bit, then stretched out her finger to knock on the door, found that there was no reaction from inside, so she directly pushed the door open and entered. Adam's room was empty and clean. Behind the white porcelain screen was a king-size large bed. The blanket was slightly bulging. She raised her eyebrows, approached, and said, "Young master, get up." Adam's eyes twitched, then unwillingly opened, saw Diana's short hair, his expression immediately shivered, and then he reacted. He sat up, the blanket from his shoulders fell down, revealing his wheat-colored body full of strength. He frowned, his tone was cold. "How did you dress up like that?" She turned around to help him get a shirt from the wardrobe, and said, "You want to transfer to Z University, I'll dress up like this to follow you more easily." He put on his shirt, his expression slightly impatient, saying, "Whatever you want." Then he went straight to the toilet. She saw this and curled the corner of her lips. His attitude was not like the original host thought that she would be treated as a companion. In her opinion, 7 was just a slightly useful chess piece by his side, waiting for this useless chess piece to come. It would be like the original story, directly slandering it. Ding, male lead favorability level 40. The mechanical system sound suddenly rang. Favorability level, she glanced at 2333, it immediately explained. "This is a new product, I will take it, it will help the host complete the mission." She chuckled, such a good thing. However, this favorability is also really a bit low. 7 grew up with Adam, not to mention blocking a lot of schemes for him. After more than 10 years of getting along, his favorability is actually not even half there. This male lead is really cold-hearted.